Hi, my name is Jess Lane. This is a video about writing linear equations from word problems. I know word problems kind of trip people up sometimes, but if you know what you're looking for, it's a little easier to write them. So the easiest way to write a word problem usually is in slope-intercept form, where y equals mx plus b, where you're looking for something changing at a constant rate, which would represent the slope, and then something that it starts out as like an initial value. So if it starts out as initial value, that is the y-intercept, and then something that's changing and going up or going down at a constant rate, that would be the slope. So for an example, a closet organizer charges $100 initial consultation fee plus $30 per hour. The cost as a function of the number of hours. What is that equation? So what they're doing is they're charging $100 initial, no matter if you agree to go with the carpet or the closet organizer or not. So that is something that they're charging no matter what. So it's the initial value, whether you go with them or not. They're going to charge you $100 for that consultation fee. And then $30 an hour after that if they start working for you. So the M is 30 because that's what's changing. And so then you can just plug this into that equation. Y is equal to 30x plus 100. And now you have an equation. And so if that closet organizer company came to you and you said I need to have 5 hours of work, you can put this into the equation and determine how much that's going to cost you. So 5 times 30 is 150. 5 times 30 is 150. And then plus 100. And so that'd be $250 if you wanted to have them work for 5 hours. Okay, let's do another one. It says a caterer charges $200 fee plus $18 per person served. The cost as a function of the number of guests is what? So in this case, the y equals mx plus b. In this case, they are charging $200 just for their service, and then $18 per person after that. So that is what's changing, so that's the slope. Now I can rewrite that. Y is equal to 18x plus 200. And now I can use this to solve anything. If I say I wanted to know for 5 people, I would just plug in, I'm not going to solve it this time, I would just plug in 5 for x, and then I would know how much it was going to cost me. Okay, if you are not given the slope, then you will need to find the slope using the slope formula. If you remember the slope formula, it's the change in y over the change in x's. So let's say the cost to stay in a deck is a linear function of the deck's area. The cost to stay is 100, 250, 400 square feet are shown in the table below. Write an equation in slope-intercept form that represents the function. Then find the cost to stay in a deck whose area is 75 square feet. So I'm going to draw this table that they have given me. So here's the area, and this is the cost. And they give me 100, 250, and then 400. So 150 here, 337.50 here, and 525 here. So what I want to do is, at first I want to find the slope. It doesn't matter what 2 points you use. I am going to use these 2. So the difference in y's first, so 525 minus 337.50 over the difference in x's, 400 minus 250. If I do this one first, I have to do the 400 first. That is the slope formula. So I'm going to do this, and I get 375 over 300, which equals 1.25. So 1.25 And you can put your slope in decimal form. You could reduce this and leave it as a fraction, but I put it in decimal form. So 1.25 is my slope. So once you know this, you need to find, remember slope-intercept is y equals mx plus b, you need to find the b. Now to find the b, all you need to do is substitute in a point. I'm going to choose the easiest point, the 100, and I'm going to erase this. So 1.25 is the slope. I'm going to choose the point 100, 150 to plug into y equals mx plus b and solve for b. So this is the y, this is the x. I'm plugging in this point. So instead of writing y, I'm writing 150 equals m. We know what m is. It is the slope that we figured out last time. So 1.25 times x. We know the x is 100. And then we're solving for b. And now we're just going to solve this equation. If you notice, algebra is a lot of solving equations. It's everywhere. So make sure you have that down. 1.25 times 100 is 125 plus b. Subtract 125 from both sides. And b is going to equal 25. So now I know b is 25, and now I know m is 1.25. And when I know the slope and y-intercept, the m and the b, I can write it in slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. Y equals, I never write the y and the x when I'm writing the equation. Y equals, m was 1.25, 1.25, x plus b was 25. So b was 25. So the formula or the equation to that table is y is equal to 1.25x plus 25. And that is how you write equations from word problems. Thank you for watching.